Hi, I'm Redroute, I'm Tazeem, and I built the safety-aware commute companion for RPI students, as an RPI student myself. Who here feels safe in campus? Most of you do. Oh, I see some hands. But like during the nighttime, it can be a bit unsafe, right, to travel across campus, even in like downtown Troy. So here's a stat: 76% of pedestrian fatalities happen in the dark. Safer routing matters. 62% of pedestrian fatality hotspots are on roads carrying 25,000 plus vehicles per day. Red Route avoids the corridors most associated with pedestrian deaths. This is game changing. The data for this application was all pulled from the New York Open data, and now I'll show you a live demo of the app. So this is the landing page. As you can see, I kind of show all the data here. We use data from the shuttle, CDTA, and all the open New York data, such as the crash history, to make this algorithm as accurate as possible and as safe as possible as can be. So right now we're in the DCC. I'll put my lab location as on and detects that, as you can see from the blue dot. And let's say I'm going to my dorm, Blitman. I can type that in, hit search, and now it's building the red route. The red route isn't necessarily the most fast path, but it's the safest path. And as you can see, it recommended a direct walk. So it also has like the second best option, which is the shuttle. But for the first option, which is the direct walk, this is the safest because it avoids roads. And you can see more detailed information here. It uses, so the shuttle is live right now. So it uses shuttle data, it uses CDTA. Well, CDTA is not used because it's within RPI campus. The coverage is tier 1, and it uses all this kind of data to tell you the total travel time, the walking time, there's no wait, and it gives its rationale, right, with high confidence that it's lower crash traffic and disruption exposure, and that it's the most direct option with no transit wait. So it also considers the time that it takes. The second best option, it puts this as 67 on safety as opposed to 79 on safety because of the exposure to the road. And 15th Street corridor, it detected from the data that it has a stronger history of more crashes. And from that data, this algorithm gives you the best sort of like predictions. Now, let's say I'm leaving night. So the nighttime, it tends to be more unsafe. So let's say AM and 1 p.m. Turn the live off. And let's say we're leaving from a different location. So Folsom to City Station, which I know many of you are familiar with, is not the safest at RPI. So let's do this. Hit enter, and it's building the red route using the advanced algorithm, which I'll go more into the tech stack. All right. Yeah, so as you can see, like even though it's night, it recommended a direct walk because like the CDTA, it's often not even active during the midnight, and shuttle is not even an option. So if you go to details, you'll get a complete analysis on the whole sort of rationale behind it. So it says crash history is estimated, traffic stress, and the riverfront has higher pedestrian crash burdens, etc. Now, the stack that I used was primarily a Next.js stack using Macbox, NPM, and all these different external data sources that you can see here in the orange. So NYS.CETA, shuttle. So RPI shuttle has its own API. I use that. It's part of Arcos. NYF11 events, New York Open Data Portal, and New York State DMV crash data. And I use the Socrata API to prevent rate limits. So right now, other apps such as Rave LifeSafe are only reactive, right? They don't actually like help you predict what's unsafe. And Google Maps is only efficiency focused. It doesn't focus on the safety of a route. Transit apps such as the CDTA and Shuttle are transportation focused as opposed to the user focused, which is very pertinent when it comes to safety. So Redroute is uniquely differentiated within all these different kind of platforms for being the only proactive safety optimized campus navigation solution. Future plans is to work directly with Rensselaer, particularly PubSafe, right, with a strategic kind of partnership offering real-time emergency incident integration. And if it's really unsafe, so no paths work during a specific time, it automatically calls PubSafe, and you can just like go to your dorm with the safety of PubSafe. And after successful pilot at RPI, we will plan on branching out to other schools within the Troy district, such as Siena College and HVCC, while also improving the technology. And that's it. Thank you.